Hello, this is Brian Resney, President of Resney Wealth Management, bringing you an important update about the economy and the investment markets. Again, we continue to see improvement in the overall workforce in the U.S. and actually around the world. In fact, we're starting to see, generally speaking, GDP in our country start to pick up just a little bit. And we're seeing gross domestic product GDP around the world starting to also pick up. Europe is actually starting to grow a little bit, and of course the emerging market economies. We're invested in both of those, including the U.S. marketplace. We're going to be making a few adjustments to our overall portfolios in the upcoming days, if not weeks, and basically to add a little bit more value tint and direction to our portfolios. We've seen the growth side of the market really expand and really overperform year to date. And what we basically want to do is trim just a little bit of our growth exposure, go into the value stint, which is actually lag growth type stocks versus value type stocks. This is called reversion to the mean. We often see this happen about once every 3 to 4 years. So we basically want to trim a little bit of areas on the growth side that are a little bit more overpriced and go into areas that are a little bit undervalued that probably will have a good chance then to catch up to the growth side and give us a chance for potential outperformance. One of the things that I do want to bring up, and I know I've had a number of clients ask about geopolitical events like North Korea. Again, North Korea and other geopolitical events have been around for hundreds of years. This is nothing new, and unfortunately this is the world we live in, not only before but even today. These are things that are obviously in the headlines. It makes people nervous, but as long as you stay the course, I feel we have great opportunity. I'm sure things will get resolved with North Korea one way or another, and hopefully it will not be confrontational on a military front, but hopefully diplomacy will prevail. As an investor, your ultimate goal is obviously to make a return on your money. Volatility has always been here in the U.S. marketplace and around the world, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Of course, our hearts go out to the people of Texas and, of course, the terrible flooding and the storms they have there currently, and hopefully things get resolved there quick. But unfortunately, with the mass amount of flooding they've had in rain, they're talking this could be multiple years for the rebuilding of Texas. It is very, very unfortunate that this has happened, but it's very hard to plan for these kind of events, as often you hear about the 100-year flood. Now they're talking this could have been the 800-year flood, which even gave even more water. There's really no way to plan for things of that nature. The rebuilding will take time. Ultimately, it will help the overall economy, and the people of Texas will be taken care of, not only by themselves, insurance, but obviously the federal government. This is America. We stick together, we rebuild, and we will rebuild stronger than we once were. I am very confident that 2017 will continue to improve. The Trump agenda continues to move along, although, as I've made comments all the time, Democrats and Republicans, Congress and Senate, are both dysfunctional, and they don't get a lot of things done very quickly. This has been the case for 20, 30, 40 years. Again, I'm all for draining the swamp, putting better people in government so the agenda gets ultimately done for the American people. We need to grow the economy. We need better quality jobs. We need to work on trade and taxation, and of course our medical system. There's many things that should be accomplished and ultimately will get accomplished. It's just taking a little bit longer, in my belief, than it should. But the economy is growing. We're not seeing any signs of recession. And as I've talked all year, plan on some kind of pullback this year. We get one almost every single year. We haven't had one yet. We may not get one. But again, I'm looking for a healthy 5, 6, 7, 8% pullback in the equity markets. And I'm also looking for that kind of pullback in the overall bond market. The Fed's talking about raising rates again in September. Potentially they will, because the economy is growing. If you're a client of our firm and you have any questions, please call me, call the office, talk to my staff or myself. We always like hearing from you. And remember, we appreciate your business. And of course, we always appreciate your referrals. Please call us again with any questions you may have, and make sure you have yourself a safe and profitable day.